Yo, what's up, guys? Today we are reacting to the science behind KGF. So as you guys know, KGF is going to launch next month, and this month we're gonna see a trailer, the most awaited trailer of 2022, and I'm gonna be the first to react to it, huh? Mark my words. I'll be ready. So if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to see my trailer reaction to KGF. And if you haven't seen my KGF rap video, then go ahead and watch it. Okay, let's watch this. This is the science behind KGF, hidden details of KGF explained.
This is a tribute video to celebrate 13th year of Yashism.
Yashism.
One man, one word, one commitment. And then rest was into the history books of Indian film industry. Rocking star Yash. The word KGF or any particular background music from the KGF movie literally brings orgasm in our ears.
What?
Every KGF lover is totally looking forward for the second chapter like an hungry eagle to witness the biggest visual spectacle you could ever imagine. This video is not about 81 things that went wrong or 64 mistakes in KGF. This video
was that
is
a
tribute
wig?
to the movie KGF, in which I have tried to break down the science behind the movie. I personally watched the movie in 0.25x speed and I counted the number of cuts that were made in the movie. So stay tuned to know more about it and wait for the surprise in the end.
Bro, the dedication of this man is amazing. He watched it in 0.25 and counted all the cuts. Amazing. Bro, honestly, that is
I have tried to break
dedication.
down the writing pattern of some scenes from the KGF movie. Like how stand-up comedy has setup punchline jokes, similarly, here every scene has a setup and a resolution. In stand-up comedy, the punchline will be opposite from the assumption that the setup sets. The same pattern is used here. Let's take an example. Here the setup is Rocky gets caught, and the obvious assumption is Rocky will be butchered.
Just an
But the
assumption.
resolution will be opposite of the assumption. That is, Rocky gets caught purposely to create terror in everyone.
You can confide in me, I will be ready. Throw me a punch, I'll throw my machete.
Here's another example. In this particular scene, setup is that the old man gets caught who is actually blind. Assumption is nobody can save the old man from Rugga. Here the resolution is Rocky fights and saves the old man.
I mean,
Setup sets an assumption and resolution breaks the assumption. Now let's go back to the 5th standard science, which taught us the laws of motion. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? The director uses this concept super efficiently everywhere in the film.
Yeah.
Let's take climax as an example, where Rocky kills Garuda and there are so many reactions, just to amplify the action which just happened.
yeah. And that induces you, the viewer, to act accordingly to what everyone is doing. Bro.
We see this action reaction thing everywhere. You may have seen this
Goosebumps.
reaction after every video meme, right?
Yeah.
This amplifies the action which just happened. Reactions are used to convey the emotions heavily. There are more number of people to react for everything that is going around them. The emotions are better amplified with more number of reaction shots from the people.
Yeah. So let's take an example of yawning. When someone yawns. Okay, did you yawn? I don't know. But when somebody yawns, people tend to follow what they see. So this is basically what the science is explaining, that when you see somebody reacting, then you will react accordingly, therefore giving the same sensation of danger or excitement or surprise. And that's what a laugh track does when you watch a sitcom. There's a laugh track to induce you to laugh. So basically that's the science behind this. I was gonna do the yawn joke, but then I gave up right in the beginning. I didn't even finish that joke. But if you yawned, let me know in the comments. Nice.
This movie is loaded with many callbacks and comebacks. Here are some of the major callbacks.
Yeah. Comparing him with his childhood.
Since 1951.
Since 1951.
ಆ ಜಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಇವಳ ಆಶಿಕು ಹೋಗಿರೋ ಜಾಗದಿಂದ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
Nice.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ.
ಜಾಗ ಎಂತದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಜನ ಹೇಗಾದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿರೋ ನನ್ನ ಆಶಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ನಾನ್ ಹೇಳ.
Nice.
ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ನಾನೀಗ ರೆಡಿ.
ಅವನೊಂದು ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದಾನೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ.
This is awesome. The fact that they're doing these callbacks.
ಹೆಸರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಜನ ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತು ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ.
Oh, this is chapter 2.
Literally every dialogue has a callback or a comeback.
Yeah. This is called the character arc, isn't it? The comeback.
The song Sidila Bharava is the song of comebacks.
Man, I love this narration and this editing. Oh, did you see that? This is awesome.
ಐ ಲವ್ ಯು ಚಿನ್ನ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ.
ನಾನೆಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಿತ್ತು.
ಇಫ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್
I am your dad.
ನಾನು ನೀನೇನೋ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು.
When our
The
eyes
king.
take in a color, they communicate with the region of the brain known as the hypothalamus, which in turn sends a cascade of signals to the pituitary gland, onto the endocrine system, and then to the thyroid glands.
Wow.
The thyroid glands signal the release of the hormones, which cause fluctuation in mood, emotion, and resulting behavior. To be honest, even I googled this.
Of course,
In
of
layman
course,
terms,
of course.
color is a powerful communication tool and can be used to signal action, influence mood, and even influence psychological reactions.
Yeah, that's why McDonald's has red, because it induces famine or hunger. It's a very interesting concept. If you research the psychology of colors, you can see that every color has a different reaction. So, for example, I think blue causes tranquility. There's a lot of study that goes into the psychology of colors, and you see that these big brands, they are all mixed in terms of color when it comes to their logos because of what they want. Like McDonald's, they want you to have a sense of urgency. I think yellow causes hunger and red causes urgency, something like that. So the M of McDonald's is the yellow color, and the red color is the background of the logo. So it's something very impressive that if you research it, it's incredible.
Blue represents calmness, serenity, or passivity.
Oh, there he.
Black represents evil.
Okay.
Brown represents materialistic or earthly.
I didn't know he was
Orange
going to
represents
explain.
impulse, haste, or chaos. Red is the color that we have the strongest reaction to, which also represents love, passion, anger, danger, or ambitious. Green represents nature, corruption, or immaturity.
And prosperity, right?
White represents purity or innocence.
This is amazing.
Villainism overshadows the heroism.
Nice.
Gold represents precious, richness, wealth, grandeur, and prosperity.
Really, gold? I thought green was... Okay, anyways, I haven't studied the psychology of colors, but this is nice. I didn't know he was going to explain this, so this is so cool. And I love that KGF took that into consideration while making every single decision in the scene.
Then there are many color schemes. Among them is discordant colors. Any deviation from the film's color scheme is often used to refocus the viewer's attention to an important person, place, or a thing. And then there is a color shift in between the film, which represents a change in the story, character, or theme. The color shift amplifies the emotion on screen. Filmmakers can have fun with mixing two or more colors to influence us on an intrinsic level, like this blue and orange, which represents calm in the chaos. This is a powerful way to subliminally communicate a character or story arc visually.
Calm in the
well-placed
chaos.
movie color palette evokes mood and sets the tone for the film.
Yeah. So what cinematographers normally do is they play with, the director of photography, they like to play with warm colors and cold colors to set the mood. There's even this funny thing that Mexico is always a magenta, kind of like orange color. Have you seen that? Whenever they film something in Mexico, they turn the tone to a warm color. And I don't know, there's actually a funny video where it shows that every scene in Mexico has this orange color. But wow, this was actually really interesting. So this guy actually put a lot of work into this video. This is amazing. Guys, go subscribe to him. The link is in the description. The score,
Here
yes,
is what the director
amazing.
says.
Amazing. The score of the movie is what sets the musicality and the... Well, let's watch what he says before.
Without that sound, without that enhancement, it might feel like another movie.
Many sound samples are used to create the background music and sound effects, like these: men screaming, church bell,
Yeah, this
waiting
one is
sound,
nice.
and few sounds of animals.
Nice.
Every main character has their own character background music. Whenever they appear on screen, we can hear their character background score.
Oh, you see, look, KGF was not just a sudden success. No, KGF was a success based on planning, research, careful creations for each character. It was planned. It wasn't a success out of the blue. So if you ask me, oh, why was KGF a success? Because it was handcrafted to be a success. It was planned. That was part of the plan all along. Look at that. A black and white. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, Garuda. Garuda score. Editing.
Wow.
Cross
Kudos
out.
to the editor. This movie editing is an open book for all the upcoming editors.
This is one of the things that I mentioned when I first saw it. The editing was so fast paced. The editing was so on point that it made every single scene a little bit more dynamic.
You name any cut related to film editing, and I'm damn sure you're gonna find it.
Blur. Cross cutaway. Yeah. So this is basically what a few movies normally do. They reveal the hero or they reveal the villain. So you can see that in both scenes there was a reveal of Garuda.
ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೇದು.
Smash cut. Nice.
ಶಾಂತಮ್ಮ ಶಾಂತ
And I love the fact that I know he's talking about the editing, but I love these type of things. It goes to black, and then you can hear the audio with a black screen. So you can hear the audio of the next scene, but it's still a black screen. This causes a sense of drama. Aww. This is nice. They're comparing the past two timelines using editing. Amazing. Match cutting, cross cut. And it's very good how they match. It's very well synchronized.
Do you want to know how many cuts were made in KGF?
How many? Let me guess. It's a 2 hour, 3 and 34 minutes. And it's very fast paced. So if we, I don't know, I'm just gonna guess here. Let me get my calculator out. So if we guess that 2 hours and 34 is 100 and so 60 times 2 plus 34. Wait, what am I doing? 60 times 2 plus 34. So that's 154 minutes. If you consider that a frame, okay, I'm doing my own mathematics before he reveals his, because he counted. That's not fair. So 154 minutes. How many cuts would there be in a minute? So let's say this is a 30 frame per second. So let's times 30, 4,620. Let's say he has a 6. Let's say there are 3 cuts. So divide by 3. I might be very off, but I'm gonna say 1,540 cuts. I don't know. I mean, I might be very off. Let's see.
And now comes the time you all been waiting for. There are totally 6,799
6,000.
cuts in the KGF movie.
Wait a second. 6,000. Okay, so my first, before I divided it by 3, was 4,620 cuts. And I divided it by 3, but I was very wrong. Oh, wow.
Average shot length. It indicates the average duration of a shot between 2 cuts in a film. That is calculated by total film runtime in seconds divided by number of cuts. That is equal to 1.32 seconds.
Wow.
That is, on an average, there will be a cut at every 1.32 seconds. As per the online research that I have made, KGF beats all the top 6 films which has hyper fast editing in the average shot length.
Okay, so I divided it by 3 at first because I was not convinced that they would be cutting every second. That's why I divided it by 3. But if you think of it, KGF is a very fast paced. Sometimes there are 2 cuts in. Boy, man, this is amazing. This is incredible.
Do you know which is the longest shot in KGF?
Kamal,
Is that the longest shot?
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ದೊಡ್ಡದಂತೆ ಹುಡ್ಕೋದ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತೆ
Oh,
It was
wow.
13 seconds long. But why didn't we feel it? Here's the reason. Emotion has the word motion in it. So nowhere in the film the camera is still. Literally every scene or a shot starts from shifting focus.
Nice.
That is termed as rack focus. The advantage of this is you don't need a cut to get to another shot. The USP of this movie is very tight frames are set, no space is wasted unnecessarily. Every frame of the film has fire, dust, rain, or people reacting in the background. Like the Kurosawa movies, the shots have visual interest.
Yeah.
Even when people are still, there will be some action in the background to draw the audience attention.
Nice. Did you see that? The
The
fan.
framing and the staging has been
My-
very well done in all the three layers:
Yeah.
the foreground, the midground, and the background.
And you can see that the character is always in the center of the frame. The framing is amazing in this movie. Character traits.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಒಬ್ನಿರ್ತಾನಂತಲ್ಲ, ನಿನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀರೋನಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ,
Villain. Banda. He's coming. Or he has come.
Rocky always forgets his matchbox when he is always obsessed with cigarettes.
Oh, that's why. Nice.
Here in this particular scene, the director uses the technique clock ticking sound to make the scene more intense.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And he even...
A time end point, also known as ticking clock, is a technique in which you tell the audience that the action must be completed by a specific time. A time end point gives you the benefit of intense narrative drive and great speed.
Nice. It's the sense of urgency.
The eagle denotes that this was just Garuda's point of view. There are many foreshadowing scenes. This indirectly depicts that Rocky has already killed Garuda. Here's another foreshadowing scene that Rocky is gonna hammer the guard. When the pawn reaches the opposite side of a chessboard, it has the ability to promote itself into a queen, bishop, rook, or a knight. There are many metaphors like Hanuman and Ahiravana from Ramayana that can be linked with Rocky and Garuda. I know, I have missed many metaphors hidden in the movie. Comment on the things that you guys have noticed. A motif is any
Symbols,
recurring pattern
motifs, and-
that supports the underlying theme of the narrative. Symbols do help to build a motif. The idea of a visual motif is to support the underlying theme of showing, not telling your audience what your story is about, and understand the theme of the story. My assumption, there are two major motifs in this film. One is food, which is explained completely by another channel. Do click here.
ಗಳನ್ನು ದಾಟಿ ನರಾಚೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ರಾಕಿ ಅದರ ಬೇರು ಕಿತ್ತಂತಿತ್ತು.
I have tried to find out another theme motif of the film, which is dominance hierarchy.
ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸಲ KGF Bombay was on high alert.
This film uses so many animal references, which are the symbols to the motifs.
ತಿಮಿಂಗ್ಲದು ಅಂತ.
Nice.
ಕೆಟ್ಟ ತೊಡನೊಬ್ಬ ಪಂಪ ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಹುಳುಕಾಯ ಒಂದಾನೆ ನೋಡಿಬೇಕು. ಗಾಯಗೊಂಡಿರೋ ಸಿಂಹ
This guy really did his research, didn't he?
ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕುರಿಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ರಾಕಿ ಟಗರ್ ಥರಾನೇ ಇದ್ದ. ಟಗರುಗಳ ರಕ್ತಪಾತ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಮೊಸಳೆಗೆ ಮೀನಿಗಿಂತ ಕೈಯೇ ರುಚಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ರಾಜಿ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ರಣಹದ್ದುಗಳು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇವೆ. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕ
And here is a surprise that I mentioned earlier. Once my mother had told me, if you love something truly, you should tell that to the world out loud.
Okay.
And the
Oh.
whole universe is gonna bring that love to you. If you know Prashanth Neel, you know the fact that Sir has not attended any interviews or functions. I know what you want, and I am here trying my level best to fulfill your want. You will have an incentive only if you help me reach my thing. This video's main motto is to call Prashanth Neel Sir for a podcast.
Oh, wow.
I have even created a petition. Link is in the description.
Did he get it?
Please sign the petition and share this video in Twitter or any social media platforms. And do tag Prashanth Neel Sir with the hashtag podcast with Prashanth Neel.
Did he
Let's
manage
see
to
where
get
this
it?
escalates. If everything goes according to the plan, let's play a cricket match after the podcast, just the way you like it. You never know until you try.
Oh, this guy is
video
so
was made
convincing.
solely for infotainment purpose and not to hurt sentiments of anyone by any means.
I can't wait for chapter 2. This was awesome, man. This was awesome. This was one of the best breakdowns I have ever seen. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it. Man, there are so many things that go into a movie. So much planning. So much, you know, so many Easter eggs. So much dedication. You gotta value the movie makers double after watching this. This is so nice. Guys, everything is done for a reason. Everything. Even this guy's video, he wants to interview Prashanth Neel. Did he manage? Hopefully, I hope so. He did a great job. Okay, guys, so don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you on the next video. And don't forget that we're gonna react to KGF Chapter 2 trailer. I will try my best to be the first one to do it. Hopefully, I will manage. And hey, let me know in the comments if you want a KGF Chapter 2 wrap. Chapter 1 wrap is already available. You can check it out. I'm going to put it over here. But let me know if you want Chapter 2. Take care. See you guys. Subscribe, like, share. Bye-bye.